After having a 4 years of experience in IT, I decided to switch and landed a role at Capgemini. There was no referral from friends or relatives. There was no shortcut as well. Just the right strategy I followed. Let me show you exactly how. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have experience of 3 to 5 years and you're planning to switch companies like Capgemini, this video will give you a real roadmap, not just a generic advice. I'll start with my background first. So I had 4 years of experience working as application engineer. At some point I realized that growth was slowing down for me. Salary wasn't matching my market standards. I needed a better exposure. That's when I decided to switch. You can ask me what I did differently. This time, I didn't randomly apply. I followed a clear plan where I targeted companies like Capgemini, updated my resumes based on job descriptions and having skills like Java, Spring Boot, SQL kind of things, and focused on skills that are actually in demand. The main selection procedure starts with a resume itself. So you must know what is a resume strategy. This is where most of the people will fail. So in my resume, what I changed to get selected or shortlisted. So first the thing I've done is highlighted the impacts, not just a responsibility. So show how you make a difference in your resume or compared with other colleagues, and added numbers like for example, if you have done 25% improvement in your code, you just mention that, not just you did some changes. If you have done any projects, please mention in your resumes with relevant things like what you've done. So showcasing projects that match the role you are applying for, that really matters a lot. I would like to give you a resume tip where you already know the job description of the job you're already applying. So you should match your resume the same as your job description. At least the resume and the job description should match 70%. The preparation strategy which I followed to get into Capgemini. So you all know that experienced roles interviews are more practical, not just a bit theoretical. So for that I focused on core concepts in my tech stack. So I strengthened my fundamentals and key technologies. Coming to the real-time scenario from my projects, I prepared answers based on actual work experiences. System design basics, you must know since you are experienced. It might be asked, it might not be asked. Last but not the least, problem solving and debugging questions. You should be practiced well with logic, debugging and edge case scenarios. So you all know practice, experience and clear communication will get into a job like Capgemini. And also well prepared with your answers for tell me about yourself or tell me about your projects and what challenges did you face. And my interview process with Capgemini had 3 rounds. One is technical round 1, technical round 2 and HR round. So in each round of the interviews took 30 to 45 minutes. In my technical round 1, where they asked from basic to advanced questions of the tech stack like which I had followed, and they have also asked me about my projects, and they asked me about the scenario based questions, and there were 2 to 3 of the coding questions, and they asked me to debug as well. Again in my second technical round, they asked me about the technical questions and my projects and some of the coding questions and SQL, AWS as well. My HR round took for 15 minutes, where the HR asked me about why switch, and we discussed about the notice period, salary, and I also asked about my roles and alignment with my role kind of things. Tips for an interview is like you have to be honest, positive and professional. That is the main thing. Then comes to a project, you should know end to end so that you can answer the questions whatever come from the interviewer. And you have to regularly practice the coding and DSA and communicate properly and be confident enough that whatever you tell, you have to be confident. The main tip is like, so for example, the interviewer has one question and you're not sure about the answer. Instead of just dragging and saying that some wrong answers, you can be say that I'm not sure about this one. You can say that I'll look into it later and learn it. What helped me to get selected in Capgemini is like good communication that made the entire interaction effective, and they trusted my honest and positive attitude, and I spoke the language and showed I'm the right fit. I didn't just talk about what I did, I also showed them like how it made a difference. The three biggest mistakes you must avoid during the interview are: first is don't fake experience. Anyway, they'll catch it either earlier or later, so it will be an embarrassment. So don't do it. Second thing is like don't ignore your basics. Basics are very important. Whether they're experienced or the freshers, they'll anyway has those things. So be prepared for that one. And the third one is like don't give generic answers, be specific and give an example while answering. So it will give a good impression for them as well. And don't underestimate the communication skills, they are very important. I hope you really liked this video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.